Hello, I've got new Paperbag jeans on. So I'm going to dress them up. Well, not dress them up because who's dressing up nowadays? I'm certainly not walking the dog in high heels and pretty frocks. In fact, I don't think I've worn heels for, I can't remember when, probably last summer when we had a bit of freedom. Anyway, yes, first news. I'll bring the chair out so I can sit and talk to you. Welcome to, it's a bit unflattering, isn't it? I'll sit nearer that you can't see my stomach sticking out. Yes. Look, it's growing out. The pinky orange is fading. I haven't sprayed it with dry shampoo to make it grayer. Remember that top tip? Anyway, welcome. Am I looking in the right place? Yes. Welcome to my weekly, we've decided to call them my weekly mutterings. No, I had a much better word than that. Witterings. My weekly wittering. Is it weekly wittering or weekly witterings? Anyway, the light's fading. Jack needs another walk. But I thought I'd pop in while I had some time in the afternoon to catch up with you, to say welcome to all my new followers. I don't know where you've come from. Apparently, you're just finding me suddenly. A few hundred of you have suddenly joined. I don't know whether it's because I'm vlogging more regularly or because more of you are commenting, and therefore, as you know, I always reply at length. I don't know. YouTube's showing me more, or are you coming to me from Instagram? I've no idea, but thank you, because it makes it all worthwhile, because I love your comments. We're a proper lovely community on here, and everybody needs a purpose. Read my most recent blog, I'll put it below. I told you about it last week, all about how to improve your sleep and how to improve your mental well-being. And one of the tips is to have a purpose. So thank you, lovely people. You have given me a purpose. Because, you know, life's about a little bit more than get up late, do some Pilates or yoga, walk the dog, read, snooze, watch TV. You know, I just need a bit more, and I'm sure you do. So thank you for your encouragement. I will get on to the outfits in a minute. I've got a bit more for next week as well. So I'm eking it out. As you don't mind me just wittering, I'm eking it out. What else is there? Oh God, I've had the most disastrous day. Right, today's Wednesday. The most disastrous day. My laptop has developed a problem, and it's a bit like, for anyone who remembers, lighting at a rave. When I'm watching videos, all the screen is black. There's just these lights that go up and down and are very brightly coloured. So it's a hardware problem. So my essential journey to Eastbourne, to an Apple person who is already diagnosing it from the screen grab I sent him, I couldn't go. I had to cancel, which I'm sort of glad about, although it would have given me more footage for the video, but the weather was awful, and I woke up to a freezing house, boiler not working. Rang my boiler man, who fortunately lives very close. However, he's a paramedic in his spare time. He's a sort of retired paramedic, but he's gone back to help. So on his day that he's a paramedic all evening, I felt so guilty, he had to come round and sort it out. Well, he told me over the phone what to do. Apparently the wind was in a certain direction and blew the light out. Well, that's never happened before. Anyway, I now know how to reboot my boiler. Then it happened again. So he did come round, he's checked everything. And he said, look, if it comes to rebooting, is this boring? God, this is boring. If you're rebooting every single day, then obviously you need a new boiler. We found out it's 10 years old. I thought it was only about 6 years old max. Where's the time gone? On top of that, so it's all the lights in the garden have gone. So the lights in the garden, electrician can't do anything because of the weather. Laptop boiler, and last night all my apps on the TV stopped working, so I couldn't watch Netflix. And of course, I can't watch on the laptop now because of that. So it's been a bit of a week, and I just thought, when I rang the Apple place, he said, well, I don't know what's going on today because I'm not getting any of the voicemail, even though it's all set up. And I said, I bet it's Mercury in retrograde. So do comment below if you know what I'm wittering about. Otherwise, look it up. Planetary alignments, woo-hoo. I don't know how woo-woo people think it is, but it does seem a little bit more than a coincidence that when Mercury is in retrograde, which it is now till the end of the month, things go a bit awry. Well, they're already really awry, aren't they? But it affects communication, breakdown of communication, and for some reason affects everything in your house that's slightly technical, something that needs technology. So there we are. I'm still happy, aren't I? Trying very hard. So on with the fashion show, because I know you like a styly. I will pop back even if there's nothing else. I actually do have a bit more to share with you, but I want to get this done before it gets dark. Sorry about the noise. So they've gone down a treat on a photo that I put. I forgot to use my microphone. What an idiot. Never mind, I've started now, I'll finish. They went down a bomb when I put them on Instagram and Facebook, so some of you will have seen these before. But with the boots, the famous boots, so annoying. I need a more wide-angled camera. Don't they look nice? And it's really cheap, really expensive, really cheap, even cheaper, and a very old belt. Yes, certainly dog walking. That's all I'm doing. That's all any of us could do. Or seeing my bubble at the weekend. So now I'm going to do a quick change. And now, not sure this belt works. Not with this necklace. Not sure the necklace works. Probably doesn't. Let's try it without. You know I love trying on with you watching. You're doing it with me. Yes, that's better, isn't it? I'm not a little patent leather belt girl. Even if I had a navy blue one, that would be smart. But yeah, completely different look, I hope. Same boots. Maybe, what am I doing? Having lunch with my bubble. So at least this bit of me at the table looks as if I've made an effort. So this is a thermal navy blue polo neck from M&S. Well, if you saw my autumn collection, this is going to go so well in the spring when I'm wearing that little short blue jacket. I'll show it to you another time. No, go back and watch it. I think you'll enjoy it if you haven't seen it already. My autumn haul, when I spent a lot of money on a lot of expensive clothes, which I've probably not done for a decade. So worth a peek. So that sweater will go so well underneath, and it is that jacket. And it is just so warm and cozy. So yes, definitely not that khaki belt. I think that's looking all right. What do you think, girls? Also easier if you're out walking the dog, which you wouldn't be with this on, which by the way, came from a vintage shop in Brighton that's now closed. Well, it was closed years ago. So that was a bit of a find, wasn't it? Look, have a look. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, it's a bit dressy, but it's just for you. What was I saying? Yes, if you have a weak bladder like me and you go dog walking in this cold weather, it's very nice to just be able to pull them down and not have to fiddle with the belt. Let's get rid of that lampshade. The great thing is you don't mind me being natural and farting about, so it saves me loads of time editing. So next try on, so I thoroughly recommend M&S for a thermal polo neck, cheap as chips and keep you warm as toast. God, I'm full of cliches today. Right, this is very special, a very special shirt. I have had this shirt since I would reckon before I moved to Brighton. So possibly, no, maybe I've moved. Possibly this is 20 years old, or yeah, about 20 years old. From the vintage department of Topshop, which is now no longer as well. But you remember, of course you do, those from London, I mean those who come shopping in London, will certainly remember the giant Topshop in Oxford Circus. And I popped in once to see, because I'd heard about their vintage department, and had to go and have a look. Sorry, this is so I don't have to take everything off. That's better, then you can see the collar. I still don't think I need the belt. What do you think? But anyway, yes, this was 20 years I've had this, and it still gets, well, I don't know, I think that's quite nice. It still gets loads of love. Actually, black belt might be nice because of all the black in here. I think I'll leave it just for now, but on with the camera angles. Let me know what you think. This is, I will never part with this. This is like vintage, 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 double vintage whammy. I hope it's not looking too bulky with the polo neck underneath. Probably. Oh well, we're friends. But I think the boiler's still working. It's getting very hot. It's because I've got these wonderful, comfy, warm boots on. Right, so back to did this in the wrong order, didn't I? And I've discovered there's an ugly chair for when I turn the camera that way up. Oh well, hopefully nobody will notice. I think, you know, it's this lockdown, isn't it? It's making us all a bit, oh, does it really matter? Really? Big scale of things? What does it matter if a chair's showing? What does it matter if I talk rubbish? What does anything matter? We just have to keep going and keep happy and make sure our cameras are straight. Not sure about this. This is not one of my favourite buys. It's a bit of a boring cardi, isn't it? Although it feels lovely. I'm not a great wearer of sweaters and thick cardigans, as you've probably noticed. Not mad about it, but you might like this. Toast. I think with the right kind of jeans or a skirt maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yes, I've got a little kilt with blue in it. That would look lovely with that. So not a waste of money, but not one for my paper bag trousers obsession. Now, I've got this is definitely springtime. But I got this little jacket in LA when I was last there visiting my brothers. And so that must be three or 4 years ago. So that's probably 10, like the boiler. Anyway, I found this in a little boutique. I was staying in an Airbnb in Los Feliz. And it is my very, very favourite part of LA because you can walk everywhere. You can walk to Griffiths Park in the morning. You can, for exercise, there's an indoor farmer's market type, there's massage, there's Pilates, there's boutiques, there's everything a girl like me would like. And not having to get in a car and drive is just awesome because of course we've now got Uber. So yes, anyway, yeah, I would wear this. It's a nice top, isn't it? What do you think? Very cute. This is definitely a springtime one, but it does have black. I'm a bit obsessed with, you know, not matchy-matchy. I like clashy, but I think the whole thing about these trousers is seeing that bit. That's the secret. It's seeing that bit. That's better, isn't it? Okay. Now we're LA. Cool boots. Clergerie, where I got these, every time I tag them, Clergerie in Beverly Hills always comments They are the friendliest people in the world. So one day, if I save all my money and I go back there, I will buy my shoes at Clergerie, Beverly Hills instead of London, because they're just so awesome. Right then, so what do you think? Yeah, definitely open. But what do you think of the whole point of showing you this was A, so I could do a little reels for Instagram, and B, to see what you thought of these jeans. I think they're fabulous, and don't forget, you can roll them up, and I will be living in these in the spring, and when it's warmer, just turn them up, little sneakers. And I don't think I'm not as worried about the flattering bit as I was with the other ones, the khaki ones. I have bought some others, I'll show them to you next week. Anyway, God, at least I get to wear them doing these for you. So let me know what you think. I can thoroughly recommend these from Zara. I'm not working with them, it's not a brand collaboration. But it is there, yes, slightly ethical, sorry, most important coming from me. They are using a percentage, not the whole thing, a percentage of recycled cotton. So that was okay with me. That meets my ethics. So that's it for now, and I'll pop back tomorrow with some more wittering. Hello, quick addendum to the fashion show. I was loading them all up, ready to edit, and I saw how awful, before anyone leaves a rude comment, there was one last week, these have to be worn with a belt, because without the belt, they looked really awful. When I'm lounging around at home on my own, or dog walking with a great big coat over them so I can go to the loo easily, I won't bother. But to actually look half decent, God, they needed that belt. So there we are. So now I'm going to be buying more belts. So you find me in my bathroom, worrying about, I've got a really important shoot to do for foundation more later, well, in a couple of weeks. But meanwhile, I'm thinking, I better get, I'm not naked, by the way. I better get, over chin. It's actually much better since I started using masks. So anyway, this is the before. Right, there. And we'll see if it's any better after 20 minutes, and then I'll show who it is. Here we are. Oh gosh, I have problems with my ears. Anyone else? The tabs keep coming off the ears, so I won't talk anymore, but we'll see. I think anything natural's worth a try, don't you, girls and boys? Boys are allowed as well. In fact, if there are any boys watching, please let me know if you do things like this. Oh, see, it's falling off. I've still got clothes on. Well, a towel. See you in 20, or is it 15? I'll go and check. I got so pissed off with these things falling off, so I won't be recommending them, although the results are good. You might have seen one of my previous videos called Chin Up. Well, they appear to have gone out of business, sadly, because they sent their masks with this thing, so you could actually keep everything nice and tight. So this is 20 minutes later. Yes, it's much better. I wasn't sure. I think it's that really elasticated one I got that helps from Chin Up, because look, how much better is that? I mean, it's still there, but it's much better, isn't it? Anyway, it makes me feel better. The only other thing is surgery. No, I'm going for, actually, I will be sharing a video eventually, because I'm looking for a facialist, and so is my agent, call my agent, to do facial exercises, easy ones that lift everything here. Did you know, while I'm here, wittering, that people, women, I guess men as well, but women probably more because of our lack of estrogen, are in two groups aging-wise. They either age that way or they age that way. I'm definitely that way. I'm definitely in that camp, thanks to mummy's genes. However, the good news for me is that when I went for my vaccination, my first vaccination, in fact, every time I've had to go anywhere medical, where they check your birth date over and over again, every time I'm wearing a mask, they don't believe I'm my age, which is gratifying. So I might wear a face mask forever, especially if I meet nice men when we're allowed out. Yeah, they actually asked me when I rocked up at the Brighton Centre for mine, "Are you a key worker?" And then the staff the group who were in my injection booth, they all went, "This is your birth date? Seriously?" So that made my day, probably made my week, possibly my month, probably my year. Just popping in to show you how beautifully, till I can get more belts, this shirt, vintage, from a vintage market long ago, how nice that looks. You see the belt clinches all that in. The problem is, even a size down they're too big. So how's that? Just wanted to show you that. Much better than the blue cardi, isn't it? Anyway, I have my bubble coming. There's 3 of us today. We're building up slowly because of the vaccination and our safety. I'm as obsessed with my slow cooker as I am with my paper bag trousers. So for the first time, I'm trying chicken, free range of course, with lots of plant foods. There's carrots, there's red, I'll let you have another look. Red, potatoes, carrots, onions, broccoli, lots and lots and lots. Very slow cooking, not sure if it's going to be ready in time. And the top tip is to poke butter under the skin so it's got some moisture on top where it's not getting so much air. And then I'm going to pop it under the grill for a couple of minutes to brown it and strain the veg, make the gravy. Done deal. How easy is that? I just had to make sure it was on at 8 o'clock in the morning. Just wanted to pop in and say bye-bye. I hope to see you next week. I will be filming. I'm having a week off because my laptop is not happy, as you know. So if I don't get my laptop back in time to edit, then I may not be here on Sunday next week. But I'll do my best. You know, it will be as soon as I can, straight after. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for sharing me. And take care, stay safe, and stay sane. Mwah.
Jack here. Just wanted to wish you a happy Monday because my mum can't be asked to do her hair or even get dressed or even get out of bed. So I'm here to say have a wonderful day, and here's your Monday Mindfulness.